Dutchman versus The Walking Dead.
Hello, I'm a person from the Netherlands and I really like The Walking Dead. Or I think I used to at the very least. Now, the deal here is that when season 1 first was announced and I heard Robert Kirkman was attached, I knew Robert Kirkman as a comic book writer of some report, and I've always enjoyed the works of his that I read. Did Invincible, Ultimate X-Men, a couple of others. Marvel Zombies, that's the one I was going for. And I'd always enjoyed what I read by his hand. So I did what any sensible man would have done in my position, who never heard of The Walking Dead before in his life. I bought every single trade I could get of the comic book and I read it all before season 1 started. Maybe not everybody would do that, maybe only I would. So yeah, I got into The Walking Dead big time. Every single comic book he has, every single issue is a cliffhanger. It makes you want to go to the next one right away. I thought Rick was an insane badass who barely hanging on by the thread of his life. All the supporting cast, the Greens, the Herschels, and Jesus, praise be Jesus. Then the show started, and compared to the show, the comic book is a lot different, obviously. One is a written, drawn medium and the other one is performed by live actors. Point being that every comic book of The Walking Dead ends on some form of a cliffhanger, be it a phrase said out loud, be it like seeing a silhouette of a person hanging herself, or somebody just going like, "It's rabies! He's got rabies!" Just, you know, to entice you to want to pick up the next issue to see what the fuck are they gonna do about the rabies. The TV series, and that's Fear the Walking Dead by the way, has a different approach to things. I really got into seasons 1 to 3. Mind you that when they stuck around on the farm it was a bit slow and a bit lulled, but I started seeing a pattern, and obviously every show has patterns and tendencies and style choices, but with The Walking Dead I found that, even not talking about castings and things like that, they would have a great big shocking moment to begin with, like, "This is the shit that's going on now," and very often that would be followed by not very much at all. The show would just slow down a lot, barely make any progress, and then when it's time to make sure you get your viewers back for next time, like the half-season finale, oh shit, blow up the prison, everything gone, everybody dies, it's just Rick and Coral. I hate Coral. So, by season 4, the governor out of the picture, and it was a huge climactic point of the series. Like, what would Rick become? Would he lose his mind? What's going to happen? And then season 5 turned around and we start off with Terminus, and then it doesn't go much further than that. After Terminus, I kind of lost interest in The Walking Dead. It felt formulaic. It felt, yeah, like it already done what it was going to do. So season 6 starts and I'm like, oh cool, let's watch The Walking Dead. Because the finale of the last season, season 5, was that nobody of the regular crew died. It's like an inverse twist. Okay, I was behind that because they gave us near-death scares for everybody, especially Glenn. It's like everybody wants to see Glenn die. Well, nobody wants to see Glenn die, that's the point. So, season 6, and see, the second episode had all these flashbacks in black and white, and it was back to being so slow, and I got a new job at that point. I lost a lot of free time. I said to myself, you know what, I'll binge these, like, when the season wraps up. I'll probably add in Fear the Walking Dead around that time as well, so I'll just pick a nice weekend and just go nuts. And then the internet happened. Hello internet, you happened. So, season 6 finale. I'd already obviously known that Negan was going to be, or Negan, how do you pronounce that? I've only seen it written down. Negan, I'm going to call him. I knew he was going to be the bad guy because after the governor, you can only go up. You're not going to introduce your own little bad guy if you have the worst, like he is nearly the worst person in the Walking Dead lore. Yes, the governor made out with his daughter, but the governor was insane. Oh, by the way, in the comic books, he totally makes out with his little zombified daughter. So, I heard the internet spoilers about season 6 finale. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. If you haven't seen season 6, I'm about to ruin it the fuck out of you. And the comic books. In the comic books, this is Negan's establishing moment. He doesn't want to take any shit. He says to Rick and his crew, "You work for me now, otherwise this happens." And he beats Glenn to death. And it's a very graphic scene with eyes popping out, and let's say Glenn doesn't get any chance to have any last words. So, when the internet told me that there was a lineup of people on their knees and a big barbed wire baseball bat, you know, for a fact, it's probably gonna be Glenn. Maybe Daryl Dixon as well. I could see Daryl taking a baseball bat to the face for Glenn before Glenn dying as well. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is, this is the climactic moment they're building up to. This is what they want you. They want to grab you by your testicles or your woman testicles. Do women have testicles? Please write the show. And they want to drag you back for season 7 because it's gonna be big. It's gonna be territory wars, and you're gonna see Jesus and a guy with a tiger. You might not actually see the tiger. And it's gonna be an all-out war, and Negan is gonna do things. And Coral! It's gonna be awful. I don't like Coral. And what do? Instead of just giving us the goods. I said us because I'm not even invested that much anymore. They make it a cliffhanger. A season cliffhanger. So, that's what's going to happen the next season. Somebody's going to die. Somebody big, somebody everybody loves. Don't kill off Michael Cudlitz, I will find you. That man has to suffer through more orange spray tan than Donald fucking Trump. So, somebody's gonna die. People are gonna be sad, the viewers. People are gonna be like, no, I can't believe they killed this and that, why? I'm not gonna watch the show anymore. And then they'll keep on watching. And then, what will happen then is, gonna have a couple of episodes where they're gonna be like, we're planning, and we're thinking, yeah, kill a couple of walkers in between, because, you know, you have to show them killing walkers, otherwise it's not The Walking Dead. Like, hey Daryl, you want to go kill some walkers because we can't grow complacent with our role in society? Carl! And then probably episode 6 or 7, they're gonna have a go for Negan. It's gonna fail. And then they regroup, and then they get everybody else, and they're gonna wait. What I'm trying to say is that whatever magic The Walking Dead had for me, it's lost it quite some time ago. And I really don't like Carl. And I'll stipulate, it's actually not really serious Carl I hate. Oh yeah, Carl got shot in the eye. I'm quite surprised they did that in the show. But yeah, serious Carl is actually okay-ish. But comic book Carl, I fucking hate that kid. Everybody treats him like he's Wolverine. He's the best at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice. The kid is 12. There's grown men letting themselves being ordered around by a 12-year-old. Oh yeah, but he is now ready for this world. Fuck off. I don't like Carl. What are we going on about? Who's that guy? I haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead, and I probably will never. Anyway, if you like The Walking Dead, that is fantastic. It means the show is at least doing something right, but it's not doing it for me anymore. That was this week's Dutchman versus. Instead of having an actual subject to talk about, I mean, nothing of note happened. I mean, Baldur's gatekeeping, perhaps. Baldur's gatekeeping. Or butts. Let's talk about butts. Let's talk about butts.
Shutdown initiated.